Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. I hope your weekend is off to a good start. It is time for the weekly Home Fragrance Roundup. So this is the video that I like to do most every Saturday where I share what I've been burning and melting this week. It just gives me an opportunity to give you guys some reviews of candles or wax melts that I've been using, give you some maybe initial thoughts, and prepare you for some in-depth reviews that are going to be coming up. So today I actually don't have either assistant with me. Mr. Kong's taking a nap in the family room and Penelope's taking a nap in our bed upstairs. So both dogs apparently had a late night. I don't know. They're napping. So, anyway, let's get into it, you guys. I will put links for anything that I can down below in the description box. So if you want to know where to purchase any of these things, the information is down there. So I'm going to start with, let's start with candles. First off, earlier this week, I busted out a favorite, and I think I might actually be going, I'm filming this on Friday, so there is a Bath & Body Works candle sale happening this weekend. It is a buy two, get two free, and that's a pretty decent sale, and I do have a 20% off coupon, so I do think I'm going to go pick up 4 of these, because this is one of my favorite scents for the summer from Bath & Body Works. I actually only recently discovered it within the last couple of years, but I believe this has been out for a while, and it's Flamingo Beach. I don't actually love the packaging of this one. The orange really doesn't appeal to me. I don't know why, but I've never really loved the color orange. I just don't like it at all. But oh man, do I love this scent, you guys. She's so good. If you've never tried Flamingo Beach, I would say go just get 4 of these and you will be in hog heaven. So this is pink summer berries, juicy orange, and dewy white petals. It's a really nice tropical floral that definitely has an equal part of like fruitiness to the floral. So it's a great mix of both, and it's very appropriate for summer. We had a couple days this week where it was close to 70 degrees, and I just thought, you know what? In honor of the warm season coming upon us, I'll just light this puppy up and try to get into the mood for it. Try to prepare myself mentally. You guys know that I am not the summer person. I don't really have much of an aversion to the sun. I think what I have a massive aversion to is heat. Excessive heat. I just don't like being hot, and our summers here in Oregon get pretty toasty, so I like to complain about it because that is what I do during the summer. But I do enjoy just a nice warm day every now and then. And when I had this lit this week, when it was like 65 to 70 degrees out, I was like, this is nice. I could do this. The problem is it's gonna go way beyond 70 degrees here in a few months, and that's what I'm dreading. Anyway. Speaking of other tropical scents, ooh, I love her so much. This is Homeworks Tropical Rum Punch. I've already done an in-depth review of this. If you've missed it, I will leave a link for it down below. So the notes in here are guava, spiced rum, lime, and nutmeg. Please don't be scared off by the spiced rum or nutmeg note in this. I promise you, this works. It's not a boozy scent. I don't think I've heard anyone say that they smell like a rum note in this. It doesn't exist. But dang, if this was a cocktail, I'd be drinking a lot of these because this smells so good. It just is very authentic. The guava in here is delicious. You can definitely get the lime note and a little sprinkling of nutmeg over top. I guess it's pretty common in Caribbean countries to put nutmeg into cocktails. Like, that's kind of a thing there. I have never had the opportunity to go to the Bahamas or the Caribbean or anything like that. One, because I don't like hot weather. So like that is not a destination of my choice. Like if I could pick where to travel, I think I would want to go somewhere cold, like maybe Banff in Canada during the winter. I think that sounds delightful. I would rather be on top of a mountain with snow and wind and cold than on a tropical beach. I know. It's just me, but that's fine. I would take that vacation over tropical, but I would like this tropical drink while I'm sitting at a ski lodge. I think that sounds delightful. Anyway, this is great. Here's the thing about these Homeworks 3 wicks, which by the way are exclusive to Ulta. They don't have the strength or the throw of the regular traditional 4 wicks that Homeworks has. So you can kind of see the difference in the opening. So this can actually fit inside of here. So the wax pool isn't as large. There's only 3 wicks versus 4 in here. So the strength and throw, it's not the same. But when I have this in my entryway, which you guys can see over there, I call that my fragrance vortex. I've talked about it a lot. Whenever I put something there, no matter how weak it is, typically, normally, in that area, I can still get a lot of throw and strength, even from a weaker candle. Other areas of my house, this is virtually kind of not scentless, but it's just, you kind of struggle to smell it. And where this thing really shines, you guys, is in a candle crock. Oh man, if you have a candle crock, just put it in there. I'm telling you, it is going to just crank out the fragrance so much more than when it's burning. Now, if you don't know what a candle crock is, I'm gonna link a video down below. And then I will also link, I will actually do it this time. You guys have called me out on it on the last few videos. I will put a link for just some neutral candle crocks that you can find that don't have weird inspirational quotes or, you know, are like holiday themed or something like that. So I'll put a link for those in the description box as well. My decor, I tend to want to go pretty neutral with stuff like candle crocks because they're not going to be a focal point in my house. I kind of actually hide them out of the way, even though the ones that I have are actually quite pretty. But I just, I don't know. They're just not, I don't want people to question me about them. I just want the fragrance going out and people walking in and saying, smells like $1 million in here. So anyway, I love this. It really does the best in the candle crock. So I've been burning it, obviously a little bit. I think I'm gonna give it one more burn today to maybe get down just a little further, and then I'll just pop it in my candle crock and I'll enjoy it there. Also, this week I have been burning Sunset Waves, which so beautiful, and a dupe for Capri Blue Volcano. However, not available any longer. It's sold out very quickly. I myself was not even able to purchase any backups because I just waited too long when they were first released. And then I was like, major bummer, because this is one that I probably would have picked up at least 3 sets of. I love Capri Blue Volcano, but this one just sold out super, super quickly. So anyway, there's that. Also, in small doses this week, I am trying my hardest to get through this candle. It's Lily of the Valley. Oh, you guys, I'm struggling. It's so strong that it's almost like gag worthy to me. And here's the thing, it's just because I don't love Lily of the Valley. I've talked before about how when brides request Lily of the Valley bouquets, I'm always like, of course. But luckily most of them, once they find out the price point of like, you know, a lush little Lily of the Valley bouquet, they're like, okay, no thanks. I'd rather do something else. So that is how I not discourage, but I mean, the reality is they're expensive even at wholesale. So most of my brides choose to go another direction after I tell them what it's going to cost. But this is very true Lily of the Valley. And if you love Lily of the Valley, you're going to love this candle. If you don't love Lily of the Valley, don't get this candle because it's a powerhouse. First off, this is one of the strongest Homeworks candles in a long time. And I'm talking like 9 out of 10 strength, 9 out of 10 throw. Like it is just going to smell up your entire house. Great if you like the scent. Not great if you don't. So I've been opening the windows while I've been burning that. It just sort of helps to dissipate a little bit of that powerful Lily of the Valley note. And yeah, just kind of flushes it through the house a little bit more. So I have the front windows open, and then I have the windows in the back of the house open, and the air that's been coming through just kind of like creates this nice breeze that keeps it from becoming too pungent, too aggressive to my nose. All right, and then so that's what I've been burning. Oh wait, no, there's something else. I brought this lid in here to remind me. This is the lid for Tiare Sunrise. I think it's called Tiare Sunrise. I don't think it's Sunset. How could I not remember the name of it? Anyway, there's an in-depth review coming tomorrow. It's so good. It's so good, you guys. I cannot believe I have not picked this one up until now. I recently ordered it off of QVC, and I'd like to give QVC some props actually, because it got here much faster than it normally does. So I don't know if they've just had to slow down in orders and they've been able to ship things a lot more efficiently, but I was impressed with how fast that showed up at my house. So thank you, QVC. And the shipping was free on it as well. So always a fan of that when I can get that from QVC. Anyway, look for an in-depth review of this tomorrow. And then also tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys an in-depth review of these 1-wick candles from Homeworks. There's a set of 4. This particular set was sent to me in PR. And I burned the Island Palm. And after burning it for a little while, I thought, no. One, I love the scent. The scent is gorgeous, but the way these were formulated, they cause some issues. So I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. So 2 videos coming up for you guys tomorrow, this set and the Tiare Sunrise. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. But I do love this Enchanted Peony scent. The scent's gorgeous to die for. There's also coconut cake in that set, which I love. It's so good. But we'll talk about it's performance that's really the issue with these, not the fragrance. All right, let's do some wax melts, and then I also have some plugins to chat with you guys about. All right, this week I did not get into any of my K's wax melts. I'm kind of letting those cure a little bit more, just another week. And then next week I plan on kind of plowing through the rest of what I ordered from them. So I'll be able to do kind of a final K's wax review, hopefully after next week. Scentsy. This week in Scentsy was Mahalo Coconut. So pretty, you guys. I love Mahalo Coconut. This is a very fresh tropical scent. This definitely has some notes of coconut, there's definitely some pineapple in here, I feel like. Yeah, it has that like pineapple-y sweetness, almost like a sour kind of sweetness. But then there's also some really beautiful florals in here, almost like a plumeria type vibe. Very nice. I like this a lot. Salty, beachy ocean air as well. It's very unique. It's very different from what I normally go for. So if you're looking to try something different, like me, I'm finally getting into florals and tropicals this year. This one is fantastic. Also, Make a Splash. Ooh, you guys. Beautiful notes of melon in here. Just freshness. Again, some tropicalness to this, but just a nice, kind of basic summer fruity scent. Not basic in a bad way, but just really pleasant. I feel like it's hard to dislike Make a Splash. It's so, so good. Upstairs, I've been doing Hibiscus Pineapple, which I think I also recommended during my spring summer Scentsy recommendations video that I did with Lisa. We did our collab again. Love this one. Definitely a mix of a floral and a fruit. The fruit being the pineapple, and then the floral being just that like hibiscus note. It's really pleasant, you guys. And again, this just, I feel like maybe this is what Hawaii smells like. Again, I've never been. I've not been to Hawaii because that would not necessarily be a vacation choice for me. Craig really wants to go to Hawaii, and we're thinking about doing it later on this year, potentially after Christmas. And I feel like I could probably do it during the winter and it might be okay because I don't think it's quite as warm in Hawaii during if you're from Hawaii, will you let me know? I feel like I should know this because I went to college with so many Hawaiian students. For whatever reason, I went to a small private liberal arts college. It's not so small anymore. They've grown a lot in recent years, but they used to heavily recruit students from Hawaii. And so I always had a ton of Hawaiian friends, and I never really asked them like what it was like there in the winter. Missed opportunity for me, right? Anyway, peach nectar, finished it this week as well. It's so good. I love peach nectar, you guys. This is one that I would actually consider putting in my club. It's just so nice. It's like that nice, sweet peach, almost borderline candied peach, but also very real peach as well. I just like the way that this one is done. I really enjoy it. And then I did a little wax exchange with a friend. So she sent me a few things and I sent her a few things as well. And she sent me some things from the Pharmacist's Daughter, which is a vendor wax company. First off, these were beautiful presentation. And I do really like that they have the poured date on these, which is fantastic. So this was blueberry waffles. Very nice. Really like the blueberry waffles. This was berry delicious, which was so delicious. Oh my gosh. This one was delightful. And then this one was sweet layers. I think I actually probably like this one the best. Yep, I did. So this also has the scent notes. So this is Blackberry Jam, strawberry white cake, and sugar waffle cone. That's the sweet layers. And this, the blueberry waffles was blueberry cobbler, ice cream scoop, bread, vanilla ice cream. The notes in this guy over here. And then this one, the Berrylicious, was cranberry Collins, pomegranate, blackberry scones, and blue cotton candy. Very interesting scents that I wouldn't necessarily think to put together, but they work out really nicely. I mean, this was delicious. Here's the thing that I noticed about the Pharmacist's Daughter, which has actually helped me to determine that this is a company that I'm gonna X off my purchase from list, because I do use 25 watt warmers throughout the bulk of my house. You guys know that most of my warmers, for example, this guy right here and this guy right here, are Scentsy warmers. I really like the Scentsy warmers. One, I think they're beautiful. Two, I think they're just great quality. But these particular melts really do better with the like hot plate warmers, and I do have one of those. I have it in my laundry room, and I had put the Berry Delicious in the laundry room. It really threw a lot better in that particular warmer, and I'll try to remember to link the one that I have in the laundry room down below. I got it off of Amazon, and it's a pretty high wattage, like it gets hot, and these wax melts require a very hot high heat, I guess I should say. The other wax melts that I've gotten from Rose Girls and from Kay's now do quite well in my Scentsy warmers. I mean, they last a day, which is kind of what I'm used to. This also lasted a day on that hot plate warmer before I was like, can't smell anything. But this is just the norm that I've come to expect from vendor wax. And a lot of you have this experience as well. Some of you get a lot longer out of your vendor wax, and it might be that maybe your sniffers are a little bit more sensitive, and maybe mine is, I don't know, maybe kind of used and abused at this point because I have a lot of fragrance going on in my house. So I really need my wax melts to like be there. You know, you gotta have a strong strength, you gotta have a strong throw, and the vendor wax does, but only for the first day, and then it fades so significantly when I turn the warmers on the next day that for me it's just I don't smell much, and if I'm not smelling something, then I just change it out. So anyway, vendor wax is very, very fun to play with, and I've been enjoying what I have tried so far, but I do find that for me personally, I just get longer lasting strength and throw from Scentsy than I do from the vendor wax, which is fine. I really enjoy both at this point, so there's that. But I do know that because I don't want to purchase a bunch of those hot plate warmers to have available for stuff like this that doesn't perform with my Scentsy warmers, then this company's gonna be a no-go for me. I also found that these wax melts, when I was changing them out, they had kind of a gelatinous texture. Even the hot plate warmer did as well. Like there's this weird like jelloing that happened, almost like there's gelatin in these, but there isn't. I don't think there is. I don't know why that would be put in there, but anyway. Pharmacist's Daughter, delicious blends, and I would highly recommend if you are using a very high wattage like hot plate warmer. So there's that. And then let us talk about some Homeworks plugins. I wanted to finish at least a couple of these before I gave you guys my thoughts. And here is what I've determined after getting through 2 of these. So the 2 that I finished is Blushing Camellia, which beautiful floral. I don't think I would ever get it in candle form, but I actually really enjoyed it in this refillable wax diffuser thing. I'm having a brain fart, guys. And by the way, these have not been released on QVC yet, the sets that were sent to me, so those should still be coming. The other one that I had going in another room was Island Petals, which I also really like this. This is one that I would actually consider purchasing in candle format if it ever were in a candle format. Does that make sense? Anyway, so here's what I found. And I have new ones plugged in. I have one in my entryway here, and I have one in my downstairs powder room. In the powder room, these are perfect. Perfect amount of strength, perfect amount of throw, not overpowering, but when you walk into the powder room, you're like, it smells really pretty in here. These are not for large open concept areas. In fact, that one, that is, you can you see it in the wall plugged in over there right next to the stairs? I don't know if you can or not. Anyway, these are not strong enough in my open concept areas. I don't think that I would ever really purchase these in the future unless there was a scent that I really liked, because they don't perform in larger areas of my house. Now in my powder room, absolutely. In my upstairs master bath, it was fantastic in there. And quite frankly, that one there is going to go into our guest bath upstairs. These are meant for a smaller room. If you live in a small studio apartment, if you live in a home that is maybe older and doesn't have this large open concept style, if you just have small rooms in your house, I think that the Homeworks like refillable plugins are great. If you have a house like mine, I don't think you're going to be able to smell these very well unless you put them in the smaller rooms of your house, which bathroom, powder room, great option. Small bedroom, great option. Upstairs bathrooms do well in there, but they're not very strong. I don't think that the component, the actual plug-in part gets warm enough to really pump out the fragrance. And that's how these warmers work. It's just like a Bath and Body Works like wallflower plug-in, right? Like you put the little oil scent pod thing in and then it warms up and it gently releases the fragrance. That's the idea. They're just not for bigger rooms. And I hate to say that, but that's one of the main reasons why I haven't really bought these in the past, is because I've heard from a lot of people that they just don't do well in larger open concept areas. And so for me, it was like, well, I like to have the fragrance smack me in the face. These are not going to smack you in the face. So if you have the smaller rooms and you're looking for some nice plugins for those areas, go for it. Otherwise, I would say skip these and stick with the Homeworks candles, because these didn't do it for me. Gotta be honest. And these were sent to me as PR. Here's the thing, no matter what is sent to me, no matter what I purchase, like my opinions are always my own. Like I Homeworks doesn't tell me what to say. Homeworks doesn't tell me what to do. They occasionally send me PR, and then I tell you guys what my experience is, and that's the end of it. You can purchase this stuff if you want, or don't. Totally up to you. I don't care what you buy. I care about what I buy, and I have purchased a lot of these candles myself over the years, and I love them. They're still my go-to candles. Love them. I mean, you know, not every company is perfect, so there's that. All right, you guys, that is what I have for this week. Let me know what you were burning and melting down below in the comments. Again, check that description box for the links that I will remember to put. I'm making a mental note, you guys. So check that description box. There's always a plethora of information in there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.